Hello, everyone. So, my name is Moises Carrillo. I will be conducting a self experiment of a fertility protocol that I have done extensive research on. With this, I want to explain that I am not condoning to this. I am not a professional. This is an experiment for myself due to the fact that I am getting off an off season as we speak. So, a bulk basically, right, of specific PEDs. And so, after I got my results, I have 10 per field. I am very low. The best thing about this news is that my balls are working. So that's what I care, is that I don't have to start from square zero, right? I have 10 in me ready to go, and I need to get my shit up to about 60 to 70 percentile. I'm going to go over this experiment every single week. Every Sunday, I'm going to conduct basically a check in. I will record it and I will post it sometime within that week. I want to make sure that I don't bore you guys, but also want to make sure I give enough information out, updates on how I feel, emotions, energy, strength, what I'm taking, right? And after every 4 weeks, I will be doing a sperm analysis to ensure that we are also tracking the progress of that. Now, I'm going to go over the nitty gritty, the boring information, but it's very important. I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible without over educating and over explaining a lot of this stuff. But I want you to understand everything I'm doing and why I'm doing it exactly in this order. So it's a 12-week fertility protocol. Now, weeks 1 through 4 are going to be HCG, so human chorionic gonadotropin, right? I hope I said it right. I butcher words. But I'm going to be taking 5,000 IUs a week. So 3 times, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to be taking about roughly 1,500, right? 3 times and then 2,000 one of the other days. I'm going to do that for 4 weeks straight. The reason why is because I'm so low, luckily I'm still working, is I want to rapidly attack to start really producing sperm, okay? Basically it's a kickstart, right? And the other term is basically to wake up they call it the Leydig cell, Leydig cells. So I can just kind of get the machinery running, right? Now, so the second out of the 4 that I'll be taking is HMG, which is human menopausal gonadotropin. Basically, it's going to begin to push sperm producing cells. I will be taking 150 milligrams a week. It's going to be 2 vials a week, and it's going to be intramuscularly. So what I didn't explain in the last one, for HCG, it's subcutaneous. It can also be taken intramuscular, but to make it easier on you, you could do subcutaneous. But if you prefer intramuscular, cool. Now, HMG intramuscular, that's how it's supposed to be taken, just because of the quantity of how much it is. With that, Clomiphene is going to make sure that my brain is sending signals of LH and FSH. So now these 3 things are working synergistically together. That I'm not a professional, but this is the research I've done. So with HMG, HCG, and Clomiphene, you're going to be signaling your LH, FSH, and your pituitary gland all together. Now, the 4th compound, this peptide, is glutathione. And the reason why I'm going to be taking glutathione is because I want to make sure that my oxidative stress is at its low. The reason why is because if I'm stressing and I have other health markers, I want to make sure those are gone, right? So just stress in the body can also affect the health of the sperm. It says between 200 to 600 milligrams, like a therapeutic amount. I decided on 400 milligrams. I don't think I'm so stressed, my body's so stressed that I need that amount. If somebody went on prep, right? So they did a whole off season, maybe they did a second prep show, and your body takes a toll when you go through any type of bodybuilding. This is gonna help turn everything on right in the first 4 weeks. When my sperms are working, my balls are working, I'm a step ahead already. Now, weeks 5 through 8, I will then drop the HCG to 3,000 IUs a week. So I can either do 1,000 IUs Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which is better because it's more consistent flow, right, for your hormones, rather than once a week and it's going to drop heavily. You're going to feel a lot healthier, basically. You're going to feel leveled, right? You are injecting into your, it's going to affect your estrogen and your testosterone, especially if you came off a cycle. It's going to be very difficult. Some people can mentally, emotionally be prepared for this, some aren't. Now, with this, right, it's just understand that it takes about 70 to 90 days for sperm to fully mature. So now we're in phase 2, which is the 2nd month. And so just from the first phase, our sperm should have already started developing, especially at this very rapid, intense amount. We're gonna drop it, right, to 3,000 IUs. HMG will stay at 150 mgs a week. And then Clomiphene will be dropped to 25 milligrams a day. Okay, so we're gonna go from 50 to 25. Now, I'm gonna do it like this to ensure that everything's working first month to really play a part. The second and third month, we're just nice and cruising, but still escalating. Does that make sense? Weeks 9 through 12, right after the first month of check-ins and then the second month of check-ins going into the third phase or the third month, everything should be scaling up. Your sperm analysis should be going like this. If it's steady or if it's dropping or if it's still low, there may be something deeper. I am confident that everything will be working and ready to go. Now, I'm going to be dropping the HCG to 1500 Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 500 IUs. I might drop to 75 mgs at this point if my LH and FSH levels have risen, because there's no point in overstimulating if your levels are elevated and they're steady flow. If I can reduce the amount of hormones, I will, because then your body can be dependent on it. Or just in general, like just, it's always better to have the least amount in your system as possible. I should be ready to impregnate any in my sight. I promise you. With this, your body should feel healthy. You should feel good. Let's just say your estrogen is rising a little bit. At that point, you can order, depending if it's a sensitive, like sensitive nipples, or if you're growing a bump, right? It will depend whether you take something like anastrozole or what's called letrozole. I have gotten rid of a bump on my gland with letrozole. So now this is the cycle I will be taking, okay, for the next 12 weeks, starting tomorrow, the 19th, which is a Monday. Does it matter what time of day? HCG can be taken any time of the day. Just make sure you're consistent. You're consistently taking at that same time of the day. HMG, I have read that it's better to take in the evening. I'm going to stick to that, right? It would be Monday and Thursday for me, or maybe Monday and Friday. Clomid every morning. And simple, HMG is going to keep my FSA steady. Clomiphene is going to keep my natural LH and FSH levels signaling, all right, alive. Basically, it's going to keep them working alive, like they're going to be working, right, like little working men. Glutathione, again, is going to protect my sperm from any oxidative damage throughout the entire cycle. So I hope this helps. Again, the weekly update. I've been off. My last injection of performing enhancing drug was Monday, was it the 12th? So the 12th was my last time I injected myself with PEDs. So I have taken just a week off. Some people will say you need 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. I'm doing it just a week after. With that, my calorie intake right now, all right, is 2,800 calories. I'm on my health phase, but I'm gonna enjoy food here and there because I can. I'm gonna still lose weight though. So I'm at 235. My macros are at around roughly 230 to 240 grams of protein. My carbs are about 350 grams to 320-ish. And then my fats can vary between 40 to 6 grams. One thing about trying to become fertile is that in trying to get pregnant, our body would rather have fat than lean protein and carbs. Basically, fats help you with your hormones. The purpose of why I'm doing this is because I have not seen a weekly video of showing something outside of what's FDA approved. And if I can maximize my fertility and my health by doing this, right, with minimal risk of anything else. And so I want to make sure that other people can see my results and can see if it works or it doesn't. I'm confident that it does because I've taken just HCG and Clomid before, or Clomiphene, and it's worked. Now I'm going to go full spectrum on this, like full on these 4 compounds. And I hope that you follow me along. Give me a like. If you have any comment, good, bad, critiques, please help me to understand what I'm doing, right? You can educate others, right? We are a community. So that's what I want to make sure is that I'm bringing a community in, whether it's male, female. I want to make sure that people can see the results on a weekly basis. The whole point of this is for you to get something out of this, even a little bit, or even a little bit more of confidence of that it's okay and that you can become very fertile from a cycle like this. That's what I'm here for. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Follow me and let's see how far we get with this. Peace.